I thought we were good.
Damon, congratulations. Your first win here at the Magical Winter Gardens. How would you sum that one up?
I worked my game out. That's all. I worked my game out. It could have been Josh. It could have been anybody. But I worked my game out. That's how I feel. It's the European tours that get you ready for things like this. And sure enough, it's happened for me. I'm absolutely stoked that, yeah, things happen for you. It might not be 110 plus averages, but you don't need that. You're just playing the dude in front of you, and that's all that matters.
The walk-on, we knew it was going to be Ashes themed. Were you expecting the reception you got?
Yes, 100%. If this, I'm not going to get booed. Are you kidding me? Well, I could expect that. I just really appreciate that the crowd could respect that it was all banter and in jest, and you know, I don't think I'll get that all the time, and they didn't carry on. Yeah, at moments, yes, but not all the time. So you know what? Fair play to the crowd. I knew it was coming, and I just played on it. I get booed a lot because obviously, even at the Worlds, when someone says, "Oh, from Australia," it's gonna happen. So I get it, and I can deal with it as long as there's no racial, there's no direct derogatory stuff at me. I get that. Like, I can deal with it. So and I think most players can. So no, I'm just stoked with the win.
12 months is a long time in darts. Joe Cullen sat there last year and felt disrespected because he was the seed and was written off. Did you feel the same going into this one, being the seeded player and everyone fancying Josh?
Yeah, you get that, and I can expect where Joe came from, and I can respect that, and I think that just gives you extra motivation. There's so much pressure on his shoulders, on Josh's shoulders, to perform the way, probably the things that he can do. He's done some amazing things, don't get me wrong, but the things that I've done, and Joe probably felt the same the whole year. I might not have been playing great. Mate, I've won 2 Pro Tours. I'm doing well on the Euro Tour. And I'm not even favourite. And he's just won, I don't know what he's won this year. Like, he's not done what he's done before. And all that keeps tumbling down. Like, it's just fuel for the fire, you could say. And I'm just taking the wave and I'm just going to ride it.
Potentially Michael van Gerwen next, although he's got to do his bit. The way he played in Poland, you're going to have to probably put maybe 10 to 15 points on that average?
Nah, it's irrelevant. I think whoever rocks up on the day, you know, maybe there's something in his head, because I feel that I think I'm up on him, or I've done well against him. I've got a good record, and I always step up because it's MVG, don't get me wrong, it is MVG, and yeah, the last tournament he played exceptionally well. Crazy. The last, 6 years, and then he turns up like that. Yeah, crazy good. So I know what to expect, but I don't think he knows what to expect, and we've got a good head-to-head battle, and yeah, I'm sure he'll be up for it, or if he gets there, he might not even get there, so who knows. I'm just worrying about me and what I do, and I'll prepare the best that I can and hopefully get the job done.
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Damon, was there a point where that walk-on could backfire if you lose the first 2 or 3 days? Do you feel like they could get on back?
Nope, it could have happened in any other Euro Tour. It hasn't happened, so I've been doing quite well with that sort of it. All it does is releases that tension. Where if you were to watch any of my games back, right, any of my games in the last 2 years before I started doing what I've been doing, if you were to watch that back, you will see all the games that I lost in some big tournaments. I was stiff as a board, stiff. Things weren't happening for me. Tried too hard. Just that guy. But now that this Euro Tour, things that I'm doing now, the tension's gone already. I mean, I'm always going to try hard, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting up there now without that tension, extra added pressure, and things are happening for me. So I'm just riding that wave of, yeah, things happen for me, and it just feels like I'm being myself now, and I love it. I love entertaining the crowd. It's such an atmosphere. It's insane. I just love it.
Any plans for round 2 yet? Or?
Wow. No, look, you know, with Sky and the rights and this and that, so I haven't planned too far ahead, you could say. Look, it might be a little something. We'll see how we go, but I'm not sure even when I play, so I'll figure something out.
Just on Josh, he's obviously had a lot of hype and a lot of attention over the last 18 months or so, but he's actually played in 8 TV tournaments. Do you feel like all the attention and everything maybe has got to him a little?
Yeah, 100%. It's all on him. There's so much pressure on the young kid. Oh my day, he could turn up and average 130. Don't get me wrong, but so much pressure on him. Oh, and he's probably thinking about that. It's in the back of his... He might say that he's not thinking about it, but I think things like that, it gets the hold of you, doesn't it? And, you know, I've been in that position, probably not as much as pressure as he is, because he's only a young kid, where I moved on a bit, and I've played some great darts and still got that pressure, so I couldn't imagine what he's feeling right now. He was... yeah, so it's all... I'm sure he'll get over it eventually. I'm sure of that.
Are people finally starting to recognise what you're achieving? Now, obviously, you've won a World Cup,
Yeah.
European Tour form.
Probably not, mate. Probably not. No, they just expect... I think expectation is higher than what I've actually done. And I've really felt that I've said that, because I've only been on the tour now. This is my 4th year, and to me, it feels like it's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. And people tell me, I'm like, mate, I'm still learning. I've just gone from here to here to here to here, and it's still not good enough. I don't get it. You know, you got people on tour for what, 10 years, and they haven't even achieved things that I've done. So I've got to learn to appreciate things that I've done over such a short time and not worry about sort of outside noise. And yeah, I'm lucky I've got a great wife behind me that really... yeah, tells me how it is. So yeah, I'm really stoked just where I'm at.
Cheers, Damon.
Cheers.
Damon, what do you think the reaction is going to be like back home in Australia to the walk-on and the win?
Oh, massive. Same old. Yeah, nah, they would love it. Absolutely love it. Especially when the series is still going on and the cricket theme. Oh man, it's absolutely insane. This is just great entertainment, and I think everyone is right behind me and just loving it. Just absolutely loving it.
Where are your confidence levels right now? Obviously, you come into this in great form, particularly from the Pro Tour.
Yeah, I've got a couple of Pro Tours, haven't I? So, like I said, I've just been playing the player a lot this year. I don't mean to. I want to smash everybody like everyone else. But it just... you just get involved, don't you? And you just try and stick to your game. And, yeah, things are happening for me. And they have happened for me for the last few years. But now I'm getting my head around things where I really feel I'm a better player for what's happening.
Cheers, Damon.
Cheers.
Damon, you said something earlier on there about the walk-on and how it makes you feel like you're being yourself and you feel comfortable doing it. When I was chatting to Dirk earlier on, that was the sort of 1 word of advice, or 2 words of advice he had for you about walk-ons and what he said or generally what he thinks is the best way to deal with the crowd. Is it something that you think you're going to stick with long term now? Does it make you feel? Does it just ease you up a bit going
yeah. Oh, it's absolutely. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I really do. Whoever says, I couldn't care less. I absolutely enjoy it. I have spoke to Dirk before about this, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Shut up! I'll just do me." But nah, look, like I said, I really like what I'm doing. It is hard, but to try and come up with something new every time, like that's a bit. It might be a bit ridiculous, but I'll just see how it plans out, you know what I mean, and see how I go. That's all I can say, because you can't keep doing different things all the time. It's you run out of things to do. But I'm just enjoying what I'm doing at the moment, and we'll take it step by step.
And we know that a competition like the World Matchplay is much more like a test series than a one day event. But do you feel like you have that stamina and that experience?
Yeah, 100%.
Quality to
I'm a look, I tell you what, I'm a massive practicer. I've won on Pro Tours, right? You play seven games for the day. That's a long stint. So if you can keep that sort of standards up and win against the best in the world, surely I think anyone now. You know, you got the top 16 in the world, you got the top 16 Pro Tournament, any one of them can win it. There's no easy game. There is no easy game. Unless someone falls off the face of the earth, that's the only easy game you're going to get. But other than that, everyone is hungry, everyone is mean, and you just got to stick to what you know and keep doing what you're doing, and anyone's capable of winning this.
Brilliant, thank you.
Magic.
Damon, good to see you once again. I just wanted to ask you, you've continued to progress. You've been on the uphills for the 4 years you've been on the tour. What's your next goal? Is it entering that top 10? Is it lifting a major title to get you further? What's your goal?
Yeah, good day, Stu. Let me tell you about what I'm about to do. Nah, look, mate, I've always said at the start of the year, look, top 10 is not out of the realms, only because on TV stages I've not done the greatest, you could say. Look, I've got 2 years of defending nothing. As long as I'm involved and win 1 or 2 games here, I would like to win, obviously, more, but top 10s is not out of the realms. Yeah, 100%. And that's my biggest aim. But other than that, top 16 on the Pro Tour at merit, that is the main goal. So as long as I'm in there, everything else is irrelevant.
And you mentioned just kind of relaxation and doing these little walk-ons. Does that just help you just remind yourself your laid-back mentality?
That's all it is, mate. Because, like I said, I look back at my games and I'm rigid. I'm too serious. I'm too stiff, and that's what happened. But looking at the games that I actually won, like Gibraltar, I was interacting with the crowd and doing a silly dance, and the World Cup, I was mixing with Dimmy so much it was insane behind the scenes. You know what I mean? I was talking to whoever, and man, I just had a good time when I was doing stuff like that. But the games where it mattered and I came in too serious, it didn't happen for me. So I've got to learn from that and take it on board, and that's what I feel what's happened today, and I'm always going to take that on board right now.
Well, who knows? Maybe we can see at the U.S. Masters Apollo Creed in it.
Go on.